make it a better place. It'll take creation, imagination. Try to draw.
Hi everybody, this is Tina with Loving Life's Little Blessings. Welcome to my video today, you guys. I am so excited to be finally creating something with you guys with my new product from Stampin' Up. The catalog came out a couple weeks ago and summer started and things have been crazy, but I'm finally sitting down and using this bundle. This is the Flourishing Phrases Bundle. It has a stamp set that has 2 parts, so it comes in 2 of these cases, and it says 2 of 2 or 1 of 2, and I just put all of mine in one case to save room. And then there's these little thinlit dies, and you can see here there's all these pieces. I'm going to create a card for you guys, and then I'm going to show you several samples that I did using this bundle. I think this is a great bundle because you get so much for your money. So you get great sentiments. There's sentiments that go on the outside of your card, and then there's some you can use on the inside of your card. Like this one says congratulations, and then it says good thing you get to bring your best friend along, which goes with marriage is a journey. So this would go on the front, this would go on the inside. God wanted to brighten up the world. Then let's see, so he made you. So you get the idea, and then you get these great images that you can use, and then the dies, you can bundle it together and save 10%, and then you have these beautiful dies, which is what I really love. I particularly want to use this one for fall, this leaf one. So let's dive in and get started with this card. It's a really simple card. I've already done some trimming of some cardstock. This is mint macaroon. Sorry for the lighting, you guys. It's late. I'm gonna have to go back to filming at night because my kids are home all day right now. So this is mint macaroon. It's cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So you just take a full sheet of cardstock and you cut it into 4s, and that's going to give you the card base, and then you can attach these to a white card base, and then that's how I get more use out of my colored cardstock. So then you're going to cut a piece of crumb cake cardstock, and as always I take a 1/4 inch off that next piece. So the crumb cake is cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, and so we're going to layer that up just like this. So let's do some stamping because that's the fun part, right? So we're going to use this image right here, and then you can either use Night of Navy or you can use the new Dapper Denim. This is the new in color. I'm going to go ahead and use Night of Navy, and you want to make sure that your ink pad is really inked up for what we're going to do. I have a piece of scratch paper down here because I'm going to be stamping off a little tiny bit. So for large images like this, I like to flip my stamp over and then ink it up this way. I just feel like it gives me a little bit more control. Okay, so the first placement of the stamp is going to go right here on this. This is a darker cardstock. It's not like really dark, but it is a darker cardstock, and so that's why you're going to want to make sure your image is inked up really well. If you have the Misty, then you can stamp it, you know, multiple times. I don't have the Misty yet. I'm thinking about getting it. Okay, so then we're going to put this, I'm trying to decide, I guess like this. Whoop, that's where it's going because it touched paper. So I'm just getting some even pressure, and I'm trying not to rock my block. That sounded funny. And you can see that it did, like, if I had the Misty, I would stamp this again and just give it some better color, but it's okay. I'm not like too worried about it. So then let's do our sentiment, and I think that I'm just going to do just a note. That's really pretty. I love the script font with the just the plain font. I think that makes your sentiments really pretty. So we're all done with the scratch paper, and I use my grid mat to help line up when I'm doing my sentiments. So now I just have a white gel pen, and you could use craft cardstock. I think that would look really nice for this look that I'm going to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start by grabbing a little bit of ink on my finger just to make sure that my pen the tip of it is warmed up, and that's going to help it not to skip. So I'm going to zoom in for you guys, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go into all these places and add white ink. And you want to be careful, because when you're adding this white ink, when it goes over the Night of Navy, it will cause the Night of Navy to bleed if you're not careful. So we're going to do these to all of these places. I'll speed this part up, and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and you can just see I filled in all of the white where all the spaces were. I missed this space right here. And you have to let this dry a little bit. I did speed through some of it, but then I just turned the camera off. There's really not anything that interesting about filling all these little spaces in with white. With your white gel pen, you need to let it dry a little bit, because it's going to be wet. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my white gel pen, and then in a few places I'm just going to add 3 white dots, and I'm going to make them like pretty pretty large, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I'm not just dotting it down, I'm really making it a circle. And really, we're almost done with this. So a lot of you might know that I don't like spending a lot of time on my cards. I really prefer them to be really simple, and anything that takes a lot of time I usually shy away from. I don't do a lot of coloring on my cards. I don't do a lot of layers, just because most of the time I just want to get done with the card. But for this card, even though it is a little bit time consuming, doing the white, filling the white in, and then doing these little dots, I feel like because everything else is so simple, it's just 2 layers, it's just basically 2 stamps, an image stamp and then a sentiment stamp, I feel like it's worth taking a little bit of time to do that. So what I'm going to do is put foam on the back of this. I feel like that's probably still too wet to be laying flat like that, but we're just going to take a chance. So I like using this 3M tape. Somebody sent me an email recently and asked where I got this. I used to get it at my local hardware store here in our little bitty tiny town. I was shocked that they carried it, but they don't carry it anymore. So you know where I went? See, I smeared. That's okay. I went to Amazon. So basically everything I get in the crafting world is either from Stampin Up, BeckyHiggins.com, or Amazon.com. I have Amazon Prime, and it comes in handy. So a big roll of this, I just got a brand new roll of it. And it looks like this, brand new. I haven't even opened it. And it's $9.99, and I get free shipping, free 2-day shipping. So that's what I do. And I love it for the backs of these cards because it really gives your card a really sturdy base. And I totally put that on crooked, so that's okay. Look how crooked it is. I don't think I can get it up. Nope, it's down. So that's the other thing. It's very sticky. So you have to be careful. Once it goes down, it goes down. The other thing that you can use to give your card that dimension and it be really sturdy is you can use fun foam. I don't have any fun foam. I don't live close to, you know, like a craft store. And so I don't really know where to get it. And I've just not tried to find it on Amazon, to be honest. But I really would like to get some white fun foam. So now I've just taken this little framelit and I've cut some mint macaroon out, and I like to leave it in the die and then poke all the little pieces out. I feel like for this particular die it just works, and then I go back and I punch out the actual die parts. So we're really almost done with this card. I'm going to pull this die. This is really... this is a delicate, intricate design, so be careful when you're removing it from the paper from the die so you don't rip it. So the best way that I have found to adhere these is just with a chiseled, like two-way, or, you know, this is the two-way glue pen that Stampin' Up used to have, but you can get the zig as well. So what you can just run that tip right over it, and I feel like it works the best. I'm just putting this right in the middle. I want the edge of the die to be able to still come up a little bit. So we're just gonna stick this, and I just find one of these little blue dot parts of the image, and we just stick that right over it. And then, of course, we have to add some rhinestones. This, I think, is the good size. So I use my X-Acto knife, and we put these on here. I'll put it in the middle of these. And then I sprinkle a few of them in other places. Like we'll put one here, and I kind of go at a diagonal on the card. And then I try to do a triangle. So here's a triangle. And then we'll put one here and create another triangle. So now here is another triangle and then another triangle, okay? So then you can just attach this to a white card base. So let me show you a few other cards I did. I did this one first, and let me show you what I did. It says Comfort and Joy here, and then I attached it to a white card base, and look what I did. So I'm gonna have to trim this off. You see when it opens, I was in a hurry to get it done. So I'll just trim this off, and then I will add another card base. So there's that design. And then I did this one, same color scheme, the mint macaroon, and then I used Dapper Denim here for the cutouts, but I used the little die and I just set it down right on my cardstock and cut that out, and then I raised this up so it has some depth to it, and then I put the rhinestone there just like that. And then this one says thank you, and then this one is on a card base and it opens the correct way. And then there's this one. So I used the large image right here, and I just stamped. I rocked my image a little tiny bit so you can see right there. I got a little bit of ink on there. And then I embossed it with the white embossing powder. Did a few rhinestones, and then of course it opens up like this. So then I also did this one. Now I stamped this image, the one we just used, I stamped it with Stays On ink, Stays On white, and I just felt like after I did it, it wasn't as bright as I really wanted it to be. So that's why when I did this one, I used the white embossing powder, and you can see it's much more, it's just brighter, and I feel like it looks a lot better. So if I did this one again, I would probably use white embossing powder, and then I would go ahead and have that be really bright white and pop. And then these three images, again, I just cut and then I popped it up. So one little tip for you guys, when you're using this set, this right here is this piece. When you're using this set, you want to use the precision plate in your big shot. So that is the plate that is going to be pretty thin, and then but it's like a metal, and it's going to give you really clean images. But you don't want to use the precision plate for this image, this one, or this one. These are really delicate, and if you use that precision plate with these 3 images, these could warp or bend or break. So I would not use the precision plate for these. I use my magnetic platform with the precision plate and a clear plate to do the rest of these, and then I just use the magnetic platform to do these. So I hope that will help you guys. You can see photos on my coordinating blog post of all of these cards that I did. You can get there by going right here in the corner. You can click, or down in the YouTube description. That will take you to my coordinating blog post. You can see photos and you can pin them to Pinterest. If you want to order any products from the brand new catalog this month, I'm offering a free make and take for all of those who order from me. So you will also see that information on my coordinating blog post, you guys. I'm so excited to be back creating with you, and I will be back this week. I will be using one of the new Project Life kits and putting together a project, and then I will be giving you an update on my family Project Life album. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I will talk to you guys later this week. Thanks, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I have 2 other videos here for you guys. You can check out the card, which is a simple birthday card. It is a card that I cased from the brand new catalog. And then the other video I have for you today is my Big Shot organization. So I just share with you how I organize all of my dies, embossing folders, all my different plates to my Big Shot. And you can check that out if you're interested. I'll be back later this week with another project for you guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thanks so much, everybody.